the crypto market kind of acted apathetic towards the Fed minutes that came out today. You know, the Fed is concerned about tariffs and concerned about inflation. But you know what? I honestly, at least for me, I'm not that concerned about inflation. Tariffs are basically at a minimal right now. Negotiations will get worked out, in my humble opinion, because I've said it in multiple videos. Everybody needs to do business with each other. Everybody needs the United States. The United States needs everybody. It's actually a really good symbiotic relationship. This is the relationship we want to be in because, in my humble opinion, when major countries and economies need each other, we're less likely to go to war, hopefully. And that just goes to show, I'm not even talking politics, I'm just talking general common sense political theory, right? And that's a good thing. So I think the crypto market is responding fine to these tariff minutes. We're still well above 100,000 for Bitcoin. Blue chip alts are still holding very well. And quite frankly, I think we're going to continue to move up. I still think we're on track for a good summer. Hopefully, let's see where the market goes. Because again, I'm just a dude on the internet. Do your own research. But according to Global M2, which we're about 10 to 12 weeks behind, we're following right on track. It's not that big of a deal. And quite frankly, I think the tariff situation is not a big deal either. And quite frankly, I mean, I'm no expert, right? Like, I'm not some master economist or anything like that. But multiple indicators, including Trueflation.com, have had the United States well below 2% for quite some time. And these are real-time indicators. Now, granted, it's not everything. It's not what the Fed looks at. The Fed looks at other indicators, but the Fed's indicators are often lagging. So let's see what happens, because in the end, we came in lower than expected during the last inflation reading. It was around 2.3%, right? So their target is 2%. We're basically there, in my opinion. So the Fed's going to continue to do what the Fed's going to continue to do. It does put them in kind of between a rock and a hard place because, they're concerned about, are jobs going to continue to get worse? Is inflation going to continue to go up? Are they going to have to trade one for the other, etc.? Nobody really knows, but in the end, the economy is still moving and grooving, and actually, sentiment just came out for consumers higher than expected. So that's a good thing too. So consumer sentiment is turning around. So things are not looking that bad, in my opinion. Yes, some people can say, oh my gosh, look at this. But overall, the crypto market is responding well. It has been responding well throughout all this turmoil. And quite frankly, if we got through the major tariff scare when Trump put out that chart and everything went to crashing and everybody said a recession was coming, maybe even a Great Depression, yes, people were actually saying that. You can Google it. You know what? We ended up rocketing back higher, and then Bitcoin made new all-time highs. And I really do believe that most likely we will have another amazing alt season if we continue on this trajectory. So again, let's see what happens. Just my thoughts on the internet as a dude, but things are not looking too bad, and today was basically a nothing burger, in my opinion.